Well, it depends. Is it a funny joke or... I don't know. We should hash it out at the after party. Fine. I'll slap the taste out of his mouth. I said I'll slap the taste out of his mouth.
Here's the thing of it. I understand that defending the honor of your wife. I'm that dude. But you don't have to do something.
He didn't dishonor her.
For that. He didn't do that. That joke was not worthy of the reaction. If he was going to have a reaction, I think that Will should have done the man thing, was step to him afterwards in that press room. And if he wanted to slap Chris then, he could have slapped Chris in the press room and seen how it went. But see,
Will laughed.
But see, he laughed at the joke till he saw Jada's reaction. Yeah. Now, let me tell you something. That's a Hollywood move now. To go up there on national TV, slap another black man, turn around your back and walk off, because you know he can't do nothing. See, and I know this. I know he know this, because Will been in Hollywood long enough. So now to turn your back and walk off, you're going to slap the dude and then turn around and walk off. You know in real life that ain't the way this going to go. You already know. And Rock is a Jersey boy. So no. So, and I didn't think the moment was that. And I think he overreacted, like Carla said. He paid too much into the moment. His acceptance speech, that was raggedy, apologizing to the Academy. But here's what I think is going to happen. When this go down and wake up the right way, there's going to be some type of banning from the Oscars of Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because look, they took Kanye off the Grammys. They took him off the Grammys. The Oscars is all Hollywood is about. It's their biggest moment. And for you to do that on the biggest moment,
they don't condone violence. They don't. The Academy does not condone violence.
Denzel told him right.
Yeah.
In your biggest moment is when the devil comes for you.
Yeah.
You should have handled that.
Will Smith, at this point, is completely broken. He is not the bad guy here. So Jada is pulling all the strings. She broke his masculinity on television during a talk about why she cheated on him. Her excuse was, if he loved me enough, he would have known. I think that Will Smith wholeheartedly did not care about the joke Chris Rock made at the Oscars. But Jada looks over at him, at Will, once the camera pans away, as if to say, if you don't stand up for me, this is why I cheated. Keep toxic women out of your life, because it can turn nice dudes into monsters.
What did you think as you watched it unfold, and then what happened after?
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if anyone else had walked from the audience and done that, they would have been escorted out by security or maybe even arrested. The police asked Chris if he wanted to file charges. They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million, because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. You know, that insult is going to last a very long time. If you want to yell from the audience and disapprove or show a disapproval or say something on Twitter or whatever, you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
No, I agree. I think we all agree on that. I just thought, Jim, that it escalated to that. You know what I mean? That it escalated to that level.
It didn't escalate. It came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated, and I wish him the best. I really do. I don't have anything against Will Smith. He's done great things. But that was
Have you
not
talked
a
to-
good moment. It cast a pall over everybody's shining moment last night. You know, a lot of people worked really hard to get to that place and to have their moment in the sun and to get their award for the really hard work they did. And it is no mean feat to go through all the stuff you have to go through when you're nominated for an Oscar. It's a gauntlet of devotion that you have to do. And you know, it was just a selfish moment that cast a pall over the whole thing.
Hey, what's up, good people? This is Tori with Datingwright, back at you once again with another reaction video. And you guys know I did the video on Will Smith earlier, but this is a week later and this situation is still turning up. People are having more time now to process it, and it's not looking too good for Will Smith. I've even had more time to process it, and they also released some new footage on Jada Pinkett's reaction at the show, and it's giving me a different little angle at it. So we definitely gonna break it down right quick, but before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll drop a comment down below. I appreciate all the new subscribers that came in. I definitely see you guys, and I definitely appreciate you. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into this video.
Is an angle most people have not seen. Look at Jada's reaction.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a...
I am looking at it with a different eye. Now, I have always said, and you guys can go check out my previous video, I will keep that same energy. Women like Jada Pinkett, Aisha Curry, they are jealous of their husbands. Jada Pinkett is jealous of Will Smith. She's always felt as if she's always been in the background with him. She's always came second to him. And also, I want to throw this out there too, that I don't know if you guys remember at the Red Table Talk where she talked about the fact that Will came to her and was like, she done. And I think this is when she said she started having a relationship with Austin. But Will, you know, she said that Will went off on her and just let her know, I'm done with you, it's over. I think she always resented him for that moment. You know how, let's say, you know how you with somebody. Well, let's keep it real. You know how a lot of people out here married, they've been married for over 10 years. They hate each other. Let's keep it real. You can't stand your spouse because of the things they did to you in the past. Even though you smiling and grinning, you acting like it's all good, but deep down inside, you resent this person. I think Jada Pinkett feels as if she's better than Will Smith, that she should have been the one that's been the main star. She knows all the things about him. You know, that person who knows all your inner closet secrets. I think she know a lot of his inner closet secrets. I think she's also always the one at the party that get pushed to the back. I think she always resented him for cheating on her, trying to dump her, trying to divorce her. She definitely resents Will Smith, and I think this is what set all this off. I think she's happy that this is going on secretly. You see that Jada ain't said nothing. She ain't released a statement. She ain't said a mumbling word, because secretly I think she want to see the demise of him. I think she want to see Will Smith humbled because of the things that she feel he put her through back in the day when he was running the streets cheating. Women and men can hold a grudge. For some people, they'll hold it over you forever. There are people waiting to get back on you. And sometimes, unfortunately, it can be your spouse. It can be family members. So stuff like this do happen. So, but I do feel that Jada, she's been plotting for this moment all this time. She totally boosted him up to get in this situation. She totally wanted an opportunity just for, now I'm pretty sure she didn't know that Will would openly just go on the stage and do this, because there was a way that Will could have handled this, just like Ricky Smiley is about to talk about.
Stage. Now, if I was Will Smith, if I and we all different. I'm just saying the way I would have handled this is when he told the joke, I would have got out of my seat, but I would have went to my left or to my right to get backstage. Find out, okay, when the talent come off stage, do they come off stage to this side or this side? Okay, they come out to this side right here. Okay, I would have patiently waited for Chris Rock to come off stage. And when Chris Rock came off stage, I would have been like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? I would have took Chris Rock in a small room and I would have asked him, I'd have been like, so what's up with that, what you just said about my wife? And I would have at least, because what happens is, that would have given Chris Rock the opportunity to make the correction, right? That would have given Chris Rock the opportunity to say, hey man, I didn't mean any harm. Or, you know, hey, fuck you, I said what I said. Okay, if he would have went backstage and said, fuck you, I said what I said, then slap the shit out of him, if that's what you was gonna do. But did you give him an opportunity to correct? Did you give him an opportunity to apologize? Or you could have sat in your seat and said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And that would have been that. That would have been that. He would have went on to the next joke or went on to somebody else. You could have made your point without walking up on stage, putting your hands on somebody. Because I tell you what, if you'd have came up there and slapped me, he would have been limping back.
And this is a lady here. I never thought I agree with anything she says, but she's right.
But through all of these jokes and the rampant commentary that's being offered, there is a conversation that is being neglected, a truer assessment of what we observed on that Oscars stage. For the first time, we saw the real Will Smith. Not a Fresh Prince, not a survivor of a zombie apocalypse in I Am Legend, not a crime-fighting cop in the movie Bad Boys or the Hancock superhero, but the real Will Smith, an incredibly broken man and the residual product of a directionless society that is filled with them. The kind of society that produces men that look to their more domineering wives with their tails planted firmly between their legs for instruction on what and who they ought to be in every room. The truth is that off the big screen, Will Smith has been spiritually annihilated by his wife. Don't forget, it was Jada Pinkett Smith who openly shared with the world how she cheated on her husband, remember? And with who? Her son's friend. Yeah, Jada carried out an extramarital affair with a young man who was at first friends with her son. Then she dragged her puppy dog husband out onto the world stage and told the public while making him sit through it, listen to it, and agree that she had the right to do what she did. Don't believe me? Take a look yourself.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband, now I gotta be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions. Well, like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
The takeaway from this interview was that they together represented some newer, more progressive form of what it means to be in a marriage, which is to say, not being in a real marriage at all. Will Smith today is someone who should be pitied, not prosecuted in a courtroom or even persecuted in the public eye, but pitied by every person who has the clarity to see how our society, as sponsored by the perversion of these Hollywood types, is falling apart. Will Smith is what Jordan Peterson cautions against. He's nothing more than a casualty in the great war against masculinity. G.I. Jane, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen the 1997 movie, tells the story of a woman being integrated into the all-male space of the United States military. It is the inspired tale of the loss of one woman's femininity to meet the grueling physical demands of the more masculine environment that she finds herself in. And so, though perhaps not the punchline that Chris Rock had intended, I have to agree that yes, Jada Pinkett would be the perfect individual to play that role in the remake. And not because of her hair, obviously, but because of her success in stripping her husband of any trace understanding of what it means to be a real man. And let me tell you, Will, it isn't slapping a man across the face because your wife tells you to. I'm sorry to say that real manhood is not won on a stage at the Oscars with a meaningless trophy. Rather, real manhood begins and ends in your own household. It starts with the first step of being able to accurately identify what a good man, what a good woman, and what a good, meaningful relationship even is. And with that, we wish you luck, Will, on your real-life pursuit of happiness.
Okay, good people, I'm gonna shut this video down right there. You guys drop some comments down below. I know it's been a week later since the incident happened last Sunday, but maybe you feel a little differently about it now, or you kind of process it a little different. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.